GAC Sports Network welcomes you to the following presentation of the Great American Conference.
It is Championship Saturday in Hot Springs, Arkansas. We are live from the Bank OZK Arena for the final match of this Great American Conference postseason tournament. The 2 seed, the Harding Lady Bisons, will square off against the number 5 seed, the Ouachita Baptist Tigers. Good afternoon, I'm Joey McWilliams, and along with Courtney Cunningham, it is a privilege to get to bring you this afternoon's action. Of course, great volleyball all weekend long, and we have no reason to believe it's not going to be capped off with another fantastic match today. Courtney, the 2 seed and the 5 seed. Ouachita has had a couple of upsets along the way. Harding has taken care of business, done what they've needed to do to get here. And we have a look at how these teams did get here from the semis to this championship. Both teams winning in 4 sets yesterday. Harding over East Central, Ouachita taking down the top seed in southwestern Oklahoma. And it's an exciting afternoon. The lineups look a little bit different. We'll talk about that, specifically on the Harding side. There's Coach Meredith Beer, who comes into this contest on a roll, as always. 13-3 for the Harding Lady Bisons this season. Meredith Beer, her 285th win yesterday as the head coach at Harding. There's Allison Frizzell Kaiser, 10-6 in GAC play this year, and she's in her 7th season, won for the 106th time as the head coach yesterday at Ouachita. So, Courtney, a fantastic afternoon. What do you expect from these two teams?
You know, it's Championship Saturday. I expect a lot of hard work, a lot of effort being laid out on the court today, and I'm super excited to watch this match unfold.
Courtney Hanson, a 5'9" junior from Arlington, Texas, will get the championship match underway, and she does so with an ace. How about that for the Tigers? These Ouachita Baptist Tigers have been on a roll. Last night, they just seemed to be completely unstoppable as the evening went on, and maybe they carry over a little bit of momentum from that today. 1-0 our score as Hanson will serve once again. That one goes in, and a point for the Lady Bisons. We'll get the starters to you throughout this first set, and we will start with Ouachita as Tatum Fouch will serve for the Lady Bisons. Score tied at 1 apiece. Fouch with the high set, and the defense at the net, but it does go out, so another point for Harding. Ouachita led today by number 4, Haley Fairchild, a 6-foot junior middle from Cabot, Arkansas. Wearing number 8 today is Avery Jouse, who is a 5'7" senior defensive specialist from Midland, Texas. That one lands, and the Tigers get the point. Wearing number 9, and outside, a 5'8" junior from Decatur, Texas, Riley Brazil. Wearing number 13 is a 5'8" sophomore outside from Pearland, Texas, Kaylee Thedford. Number 15 is a 6-foot sophomore middle from Crandall, Texas, Leah Gardner. And wearing number 21 is a 5'3" junior setter from Arlington, Texas. That is Courtney Hanson, as the Lady Bisons keep this one in play. Longest rally of the afternoon so far between the two. And that one is sent home by Delaney Garner. And rounding out the starters, wearing number 22 is a 6-foot junior, also from Arlington, Texas, a middle, Emily Adams. Again, the Ouachita Tigers, coached by Allison Frizzell Kaiser in her 7th season with the program. Carter Fouch into the game now to serve for Harding, the sister of Tatum. That one tapped over by Garner. The dig from Hanson, defense at the net strong for the Bisons. Another dig for Hanson, tapped over. Harding did get the better of that one. Fouch with the set, and Hanson once again tapped back. Adams, and a great dig for Harding. A long rally, ultimately ended by the Lady Bisons. and Harding up 4-2. Let's talk about those starters for Harding, where number 1 is a defensive specialist, a 5'8 sophomore from St. Charles, Missouri, Avery Stanfield. Number 2 is a 5'7 sophomore setter from Conway, Arkansas, Olivia Weeder. Number 3 is a 6'3 senior middle from Jonesboro, Arkansas, Ashley Lampkin. Number 7 is a 5'8 senior libero from Frisco, Texas, Tatum Fouch. Number 14 in, and I mentioned number 11. I'll go back to her in a moment. Number 14 is a 6'1 senior middle from Fishers, Indiana, Delaney Garner, who has had a solid afternoon in the early going for Harding. Number 16 is a 5'11 junior middle from Pingree, Illinois, J.C. Lambert. And number 17 is 6' sophomore outside from Wichita Falls, Megan Lacey. Tigers get the point back. I mentioned Skylar McKinnon, number 11 for Harding. And you know, you just get in habits sometimes with these starters. A little bit of a different lineup to start because McKinnon not starting today. She injured her ankle, her right ankle yesterday, midway through the match against East Central, and she's not going to be a part of the team on the court today, but a part of the team definitely overall, and she's continuing to cheer her on her team right now. Brazil with the kill, but that will be challenged in the early going. And Courtney, after we get all of the preliminaries now out of the way and get to talking, you look at the way these two teams have come out. Ouachita in particular was so strong just as the week's gone on, even as the day went on yesterday. Looks like they were able to carry a little bit of that momentum over, but you know, that's a lot, and they expended so much energy too. What's your take on that? Because they've given a lot in these last 2 days.
And it's hard being one of those athletes, you know, going back-to-back days and putting so much on the court or leaving so much on the court. So I'm very curious how that's going to play in today and see what they can come out and do.
We see what the officials are getting to look at right now. And, you know, leaving so much on the court, and we talked about the 4-set victory yesterday. It was a 5-set victory on Thursday against Oklahoma Baptist, the 4-5 matchup, and it was the late game. They played the later game both days. You know, you have some time to get iced up, and definitely Ouachita warranted getting iced up, especially yesterday, with as much as those players were just swing after swing after swinging on that court. It was big-time play, but you hope you have enough in the tank for one more, and it's going to be against a very tough Harding team that Ouachita has never beaten in the Great American Conference Tournament, as the officiating crew continuing to look through this first challenge presented by Coach Meredith Fear. Harding over Ouachita in the conference tournament 4 times. They've met 4 times before, and it's been Harding every single time. You go back to the last time these two teams met, and it was in 2022. It was a sweep in the semifinals. In 2018, 4 sets in the semifinals. 2014, 4 sets in the quarterfinals, and it was a 4-set match the year before that in 2013. So history favoring Harding, at least to this point.
Yeah, I think overall in the tournament we've seen some records break, and so I'm curious today to see if we're going to see any more.
You know, you mentioned that. That'll segue in as we're going to get word here in just a moment as to where this point is going to go. It will go to Ouachita. It's going to stay with the Tigers, so 5-4 is the score, and that's what it remains. Ouachita did break a little bit of history in the GAC tournament. The Tigers were 0-4 in semifinal matches heading into yesterday's game, and so broke that 0-4 streak. 0-4 against Harding. Can they break another 0-4 streak today? Tigers there on defense, and this score is tied at 5 apiece. Back to serve for Ouachita is Leah Gardner. She's had a great tournament so far. Fantastic part of this Ouachita team. Bounce back. Defense is there, and Harding can't stop it. 3 straight points for the Bison, or excuse me, for the Tigers, and they take the lead over the Bisons now 6-5.
Adams with 2 great blocks back-to-back.
Emily Adams defense at the net. She's been able to take some swings as well, just as we see her there as if on cue. Fouch taps over. Megan Lacey with the attempt, and that one's going to get through the defense. Riley Brazil there with the kill, her first in 6 attempts on the afternoon. Brazil, one of those Ouachita Tigers that just definitely had the green light yesterday and has throughout the tournament. She's been someone that the defenses have to watch and haven't had the answer for that often.
Yeah, I think the Tigers have really used their outsides well over the past 2 days during the tournament, and they've really depended on them.
Stanfield puts that over. Free ball opportunity here. There's Adams, and she takes advantage. Emily Adams with her first kill for Ouachita, and the Tigers are on a roll right now. A 6-point scoring run for Ouachita after Harding went up 5-2. That puts an end to that streak. Peyton Hilmer, who checked in and saw a significant amount of time for Harding yesterday, and really, she wasn't the only one. There were a number of players that came in. I think as much as anything, when McKinnon went out, it wasn't just one player that really stepped in and made a difference. We talk about Peyton Hilmer stepping in. Josie Bishop, a freshman, also came in and saw some quality time for Harding yesterday.
You know, that's one thing that I think is going to be interesting to see play out. Bishop, I believe, has only played in 10 sets all year long. And so getting her an opportunity to play in the championship game during this tournament is going to be interesting to see.
Well, she gets that experience, and there she is now as if on cue again. We get to mention her at the net. The Harding defense is there, and the Bisons get the point. Bishop yesterday coming in at semifinal. She had 4 kills, hit .267 on the day. Delaney Garner with the ace. How about that? And the Bisons working back into this one. Garner in the semis had 10 kills. In the quarterfinal had 10 kills as well. Hit .450 in that quarterfinal match against Northwestern Oklahoma, the 2-7 matchup. Brazil, and I don't think they're going to chase that one down. They will not. Riley Brazil with another kill for the Tigers. Brazil's had a solid tournament as well. She'll go back to serve now for Ouachita. 16 kills in the quarterfinals. Hit .216, and yesterday in the semis, she had 12 kills and did it hitting .400. Wasn't called on quite as much because Haley Thedford took care of what needed to be done for Ouachita yesterday. We'll talk about her a little bit more later on. And the point to Ouachita, that one goes wide. Tigers back up by 3. Bishop, a little low. That one goes right back into the net. It's a little bit different look right now. And I was expecting, prior to obviously what we see on the court today, you know, Ouachita being the lower seed in the first match, the lower seed in the second match, expecting to see those black jerseys with purple and white trim again. They were the lower seed, but they're wearing white today, as Harding wearing the black jerseys, the number 2 seed, getting that opportunity to say, hey, listen, we're gonna be the team in black today. See if that makes a difference. That one stays in. It does drop. And Ouachita with another point, and that's enough for Coach Meredith Fear to call a timeout. 13-8 the score. Another scoring run for Ouachita. This 4 points there as we take a look at how these two teams got here, and it was Harding taking care of business. That's been the term we've used. Took down Northwestern Oklahoma on day 1. It was our second match of the day. Did so in straight sets, and they really just hit the ball well. We look again. And we move on as Harding, the number 2 seed, taking on the number 3 seed in East Central. East Central making it to the semifinals. That was a big deal for the Tigers too, just making it there after the quarterfinal heartbreaks they'd had in recent years. But it was a delayed heartbreak as Harding went ahead and advanced. And how about Ouachita? The 4-5 matchup, they wear the darker jerseys, but realistically, both teams 10-6, both Ouachita and Oklahoma Baptist, and the Tigers sent OBU back to Shawnee. This has been a quality Oklahoma Baptist program in recent years, and Ouachita said, no, it's our time, and they took care of business. And then yesterday, it was our second match of the day against the top seed in southwestern Oklahoma, and really the Bulldogs had no answer for that offense from the Tigers yesterday.
They didn't. The Tigers were really just taking it to the Bulldogs.
Talked about them swinging, and there you see Fairchild swinging once again, but the defense coming out of the timeout, the Bisons stopped the scoring run, a second significant scoring run for the Tigers, and the Bisons put a stop to it.
And I think that's exactly what the Bison needed, especially coming out of that timeout.
Weeder serve for Harding. Great dig. Tatum Fouch. Full extension. We've seen a few of those so far. And Kaylee Thedford checks into the contest for Ouachita. Her first attempt of the day. She's there on defense as well. Fairchild, Thedford both go up. Great job by Jows keeping that one alive. Hanson sends it to Thedford at the net, and the defense ready for Harding. Another point for the Harding Lady Bisons. We talked about Thedford. A day here or there on Thursday, not really what she wanted. She makes up for it on Friday. Kaylee Thedford with 27 kills. That is a Great American Conference tournament record for a 4-set match. Does it hitting 319 yesterday, but the Bisons are now on a bit of a run. Lady Bison's back to within 2 points. Hanson, she'll set Thedford again. Fouch high, and there's Weeder with the set. Bishop finds the range this time. 4 consecutive points for Harding, and that will prompt a Ouachita timeout. We'll take this one with them midway through the first set. This one's tight. The 5 seed with a 1-point edge over the 2 seed, the GAC championship.
Hey, what you doing this for? Just out here for recreational purposes? Working, man.
Mission today is to work hard until you can't go no more. It's always a team mission. Can't get nowhere without the team. It takes everybody.
1, 2, 3. Hey, you better be open. You better be open. Man, listen, man, listen. There's only one attitude that you gotta bring. Let's go. That you need to bring.
Work. I mean, we come out here every day to get better. If it was easy, everybody would do it, man.
We work out on the street, you feel me? We the best in the nation. We outwork y'all, we outwork anybody. Keep fighting, keep fighting, fight. We always grinding, always getting better.
Every time I come through these lines, no matter what these lines at, work. Maximum effort. Get 'em out of here. Let's go.
Coach Frizzell Kaiser in her 7th season with the program, and it's a program really that's been on the rise since she has been there, and making it now for Ouachita to the Tigers' first ever appearance in the championship match as members of the Great American Conference. This is the 14th edition of this GAC tournament. That will drop at the back line, and that is exactly what Coach Frizzell Kaiser wanted from her team coming out of that timeout.
Absolutely, and Thedford with another kill.
Great tournament for her. Absolutely a fantastic tournament for her. She has 3 kills on the day, hitting .222. Harding returns the favor. And Bishop will check out as Avery Stanfill comes in to serve. And you wonder if it's going to be something similar for Harding as it was yesterday. Again, with McKinnon not in, and she has played a vital role on this team for a number of years, actually. But is it going to be a replacement by committee? Big time, solid swing for Harding, and Megan Lacey, her second kill, and it ties things up at 14-all. By the way, that's a football score right there. And just so you know, both of these universities have teams in the Division II football playoffs right now, both in the 7-team super region bracket. Almost said Central region, but we'll start talking volleyball and other sports there. But the super region, both teams playing there. And after a point, Stanfill gets it going the other direction. You got an ace and an error back and forth again. You say it like that, you live by the sword, you die by the sword.
Yep, trading that 1 for 1.
Courtney Hansen back to serve. And that one in play. Hansen, big days each of the last 2 days. And she had 51 assists in the quarterfinals, 53 in the semis. And by the way, a larger number in the semifinals did in 1 less set. That's a pretty good number. So you start hitting 13.25 assists per set, you chalk that one up to being a pretty good day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lacey once again. And the other direction, Thedford. It goes long. They're saying maybe it was touched. I don't know if they're going to get coach to pull out the challenge card or not. And they do indeed. So we'll have our second challenge of the day. This time comes from the team in white with the purple and black trim.
And for those of you that don't know, each team gets 2 challenges. And as we go throughout this match, if we get into a 5th set and they use both of their challenges and it doesn't get overturned, they do get a 3rd in that 5th set. Now, if they do win a challenge in any of those 1st through 4th sets, they will be able to keep that challenge that they used.
So for Harding, that wasn't the case. Harding did not see the challenge and the ruling on the court overturned. And the challenge here is, was the ball touched before it went long? From that angle, and you look up, you see Ashley Lampkin. She's on defense there for Harding there in the middle, number 3. I think the other angle, we might have seen it a little bit more clearly if it did touch her left hand. You're going to look at all angles here, though. So she goes up. It's pretty close.
Might see a finger move there.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, and what they're looking for there, did it brush across a hand? Did it make that hand move? Because that volleyball is coming through with, you know, some force. So we'll get a chance to see this once again. Lacey with the look, and Lampkin coming in. May have brushed a hand there. Those frames, one more frame, and that's what the officiating crew is looking at. So we'll see what his take on it is. There is the member of the GAC volleyball officiating crew who is responsible for looking at the monitor. He's in contact with the Sports Network and back in the truck, and they're showing those replays for him. The Great American Conference Sports Network crew, always a fantastic crew with which to work, and I'm thankful year in and year out to get to work with these guys, and they're friends and family, and you know, we get to talk more than just the weekend of volleyball. But this was a fun weekend because it's the first one back, and you get to see everybody, people that you know, and of course these officials get to talk with them, and they appreciate the work that this crew does. A multi-camera setup here, HD look. Started way back in the day by Jason Moyer and the JBM Productions, and recent years it has been M&M Productions that is producing the GAC Sports Network. Couldn't hear what they were saying, and
I couldn't quite catch it.
Unfortunately, couldn't read lips well enough. So we'll see where she goes. And so Harding gets the point. The call not overturned. So each coach has used one of those challenges, and as you mentioned, that could come into play maybe a little bit more later on in this match, should it go to a fourth or a fifth set. Bedford taking back the other direction. Lambert just crossed the 600 kill plateau in yesterday's match for her career. Here's Hanson once again into the net, and the point will go to the Bisons. Tatum Fouch set to serve now. Fouch with a pretty solid day yesterday. Transfer into this Harding program. Lacey will send it over. Now a free opportunity. The set back. Adams with the attack there on defense. She may get another shot. She does. Emily Adams, and Fouch is there once again at the net. Shouldering that one over for Ouachita is Leah Gardner, but not enough. The defense there, and it's sent right back and finds its place onto the orange on this court. Harding with a 2-point advantage. How about that, though? It's a heads-up play. I mean, she put everything into it.
Yes, and that was great defense also by Tatum Fouch.
Adams this time on the left side, tapped over. She's there once again. Henson. And Adams. Gardner goes up. Here's Adams again. They're giving her the green light on that right side. Tapped up. Gardner this time. And finally the Tigers get that point. Back to within one. Ouachita trailing Harding just 1 point here in this opening set.
You know, looking at that last play, that was a great job by the Tigers and really good execution. They had both their right side and their middle coming in for a fast, quick set.
Service, looking right side, there's Lambert, and she drops that just in front of Henson. Lambert will check out, as will Weeder. And for Harding, Peyton Hilmer comes in, and Carter Fouch as well to serve. That one nearly drops in. Brazil swinging hard at that one. Henson looks back. Adams falling away just a bit. This could be an opportunity for Harding. Hilmer, and it goes into the net. Point Tigers. They're back to within one. Couldn't clear. Set, quick set. Nice look that time for Garner. She has 3 kills, no errors on the day. Defense there at the net. Hanson, quick set, Fairchild. Nice dig by Fouch. Looking at the net, and that's going to be a Tiger point. Really not a lot that could be done there at the net by Megan Lacey. The set was in front of her. She had to lean forward and just could not find the force to get it over the top of the net.
Yeah, that was a very tough play.
Back-to-back points for the Tigers now, and we're tied once again. Service by Gardner. This time, a better look for Lacey. And Gardner just keeps it going. Adams has to poke it over. Opportunity now. Lacey leans back for that. The set on the other side, Brazil. Nice job by Fouch.
So that call there, they called a double, and that is a new rule in NCAA, is they allow doubles to happen as long as there's another contact by your team after the double happens. But if that ball is doubled and crosses over the net and your team does not get another contact on that ball, then it becomes a double.
Of course, we're listening not only to analyst Courtney Cunningham, but Coach Courtney Cunningham as well. Coach for the Lions Scots, a Division III program right here in Arkansas as well. Appreciated getting to listen to your insight over the course of the week. Hanson goes back, but it was saved. Gardner keeps it going, and now Fouch with the long set to Lacey. Here's Hanson looking for Brazil. Fouch is there to her sister, and now Lacey once again tapped over. Tigers going to stay in system, and the Tigers are going to ultimately get the point. And this is a nice run for Ouachita. A 4-point scoring run for the Tigers, and they're up 2. Gardner again to serve. Stanfield, quick set. Looking the other direction. Nice job for Brazil. That shot down the net, and it finds its way home. And Coach Meredith Fear says that's enough. 5 straight points for the Ouachita Baptist Tigers. When they score, they have been scoring in bunches here in set number 1. Up by 3, and they need 3, trying to take this first set.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
The Tigers, the visitors, although they're wearing the light jerseys today, led right now by Riley Brazil. Brazil with 15 attempts. She's had 5 kills. She's 1 error, hitting .267. She has a game-high 5 kills. For Harding, Delaney Garner with 3 kills. She's been relatively quiet in the latter part of this first set, though, after getting 3 kills early. Hasn't had one since. She's hitting .273, though. Weeder pushes it over. Hanson now with the set. Brazil is there, and the Harding defense cannot keep it in the court. And Ouachita now closing in, 2 points away from taking this first set. Weeder, the long set, cross court, Lacey, it goes out. We're looking at set point for the 5 seed here. A 6-0 scoring run. And Coach Fear says she's gonna go ahead and use the challenge card right now. Did it go out?
You know, sometimes when it comes to the challenge card, from a coach's perspective, sometimes we use it as a little bit of a timeout, you know. Coach Fear has used both of her timeouts, so this is also a chance for her to talk to her team and maybe get that call reversed.
Of course, the officiating crew checking things out. For Brazil, 6 kills now on the day. She's hit .312. She's had a good tournament. That is right in front of the line judge. Had a very good look at it. But again, as you mentioned, an opportunity maybe just to talk things over with your team. You don't get all of those all the time. She'd already used her timeouts. It's one of those, from that angle it's tough to see. From this one it seems to be a little bit closer. And we look at it one more time, at least the officiating crew is looking at it one more time. We're looking at Harding right now. And he has made his call, so it's going to make its way down the line. We await to see what that is. Ouachita 21-9 overall for the year. And the official setup looked like it was going to go one direction. She stops and decides to come back over to the other side of the net. The point goes to the Tigers, and we're looking at set point here in this first set. And Ouachita is closing out set number 1 right now on a 7-0 run. Will they do it with 8 consecutive points and just take this one home? After having trailed 19-17, Lacey taps it over. Hansen, the high set. There's Brazil. Simply sends it over. Weeder, the long look to Lacey once again, and the Lady Bisons will not let it be an 8-0 run to close things out here in this first set. 24-19 our score, and now it will be Lacey back to serve for Harding. And an ace for Lacey. So 2 quick points for Harding now. Makes it a 3-point deficit. Harding with 4 aces in the match and make it 5. Wow. Megan Lacey had the kill and back-to-back aces. She's a scoring machine right now. That one set up. Hansen looking for Adams. Weeder, the short set. Lacey is there with the kill. Wow. We've called her name a number of times of late. That's going to prompt a timeout from Ouachita, and we expected that. Let's go ahead and keep it right here as Coach Courtney. You look at that, and I mean, a 7-point run, you think that you're going to take it on home. You have the distance from Harding, and now a number of set points later, and wow.
First, I think it was a great challenge by Coach Fear, making that decision to use it. Whether she thought that ball was in or out, it really gave her team and her a time to talk, but also kind of get them to reset. And obviously, we see that now as they go on a 7-point run.
Man, that is something else. So countering one another, scoring in bunches here in this first set. Harding needs to get at least one more here to force the back and forth. You have to win by 2 in each of these matches. Of course, in each of these sets 1 through 4 go to 25. If there is a 5th set, it would go to 15 points. We have seen 2 5-set matches in this tournament, both in the quarterfinals. Our opener between the 3-seed East Central and the 6-seed Southeastern Oklahoma, that won by East Central. And then Ouachita has already taken a 5-set match in this tournament. The 5-seed defeating the 4-seed in Oklahoma Baptist. That the nightcap here on that opening day. So Lacey with a kill, an ace, and a kill, back to serve again for Harding. Set point once again here in this first set. The Tigers trying to take this one home. Hansen, the cross-court set to Brazil. And Lacey is there with a dig, but it goes wide. Not enough. Number 17, we called her number over and again, but it's the Ouachita Tigers that take set number 1, the 5th seed, trying to take home the first championship in Ouachita history, the first GAC tournament championship. Back in a moment on the GAC Sports Network.
If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
One of the fastest growing universities in the state and the region, Southeastern Oklahoma State University has classes for bachelor's, master's, and certificate programs. Over 45 degree programs are available with in-person, online, and hybrid options. With a legacy of excellence dating back to 1909, our dedicated faculty and staff are here to make your legacy a great one. Your future starts here at Texoma's University.
outdoors, you got to take what nature gives you. We'd like to say we run when they don't. So we want to give you products to be able to run when you don't think you should run, when it's pouring rain outside, it's snowing. We're going to have products for you to get out there. You don't get better sitting on your butt not training. You got to get out there and run.
At Under Armour, it's always about premium textiles. They need to perform, they need to be the best. The merging of hybrid textiles with naturals and new seaming and bonding and super sleek, modern, fast, futuristic designs, that's where we are really going to turn it up a notch. If you look good and you feel good, you're going to perform better.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but strength, knowledge, and wisdom are what you build along the way. There's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, you write your own script to what comes next. So here's your cue. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Coach Fear used her timeouts, used even more with challenge guards. And she brought her team back to a 25-23 number, but that's not enough to take that set. The Ouachita Tigers, who have just been on a roll throughout this entire tournament, they've given up a set or two here and there. Not enough, and right now they take set number 1 in this championship match. And Coach Frizzell Kaiser's team really just has, they have shown that they've come to play, and they've looked so strong in each match.
Yeah, that they have. And we've talked a lot about their players and how well they've been doing. But honestly, I kind of just want to give a shout out to both of these coaches in this championship game. I feel like they have been making the right decisions and have done a really good job so far today. Absolutely, I agree. Riley Brazel, 7 kills. She's hitting .333 after set number 1. Kaylee Thedford with 3 kills. And Leah Gardner, 2 kills. She's hitting .250. The team hits .179. For Harding, it is Megan Lacey with a team-high 4 kills, hitting just .043. Delaney Garner with 3 kills on 11 attempts. We didn't see the ball sent her direction as much in the latter part of that first set. She's hitting .273 with an ace and a block as well. And Josie Bishop coming in with 2 kills on the afternoon. She's hitting .167. The Bisons hit .117 overall as a team. And for Ouachita, Courtney Hansen with 14 assists. Olivia Weeder for Harding with 8. Split some time there with Carter Fouch and Tatum Fouch, each with a pair of assists in the first set. Thedford. And Thedford will get the kill to open the first point. Set number 2 underway. Courtney Hansen back to serve. And Peyton Church steps out. It's a great way to start for Kaylee Thedford, her 4th kill of the match. There's Hansen dropping that one in. The set back tapped over, and J.C. Lambert will get the point for Harding. Lambert with her 3rd kill in 8 attempts. She has a pair of digs, and she's hitting .375. Strong by Gardner. 3rd kill of the afternoon. Tigers back on top by 1. Great set and a great follow through. Yes, and we were just talking about how she's been a little bit quiet towards the end of that set, and she's starting out strong in set 2.
Absolutely. Checking in for Ouachita, Kylie Kisgan serves. And Adams keeps it alive. Hansen can't chase it down. The point will go to Harding. We'll see it on the other side. Number 7 serving on the other side. This is going to be Tatum Fouch. Had a couple of assists and 6 digs in that first set. And a nice job by Brazil. Riley Brazil with her 8th kill of the day. Brazil yesterday for Ouachita had 12 kills, 17 digs. A double-double the day before here in Hot Springs, 16 kills and 16 digs. Great dig. That one by Hansen. Tapped up. Here's Lambert. She sends it deep, and the Tigers get another point. They had scoring runs in the first set of 5 and 4 and 7. And a fortuitous bounce on the net. Leah Gardner. She had a pair of aces yesterday, had one back on Thursday, and Leah Gardner with her first ace today. 7 digs for the day for number 15. That one, that inch that she needed just to go over last time and bounce on the net, it was a little below that this time. She'll check out. And Avery Jouse checks back in for Ouachita. Tapped up Brazil from the line. Can't get the friendly roll this time. She'll get another shot at it. That sends it a little bit deeper. Stanfield keeps it in play. Quick set and quick kill for Delaney Garner. There we get to call her name again. 4th kill of the afternoon. A block and an ace to her credit as well. Garner for Harding had 10 kills in each of the first 2 matches in this tournament. 1 in 3 sets, 1 in 4. So Peyton Church back to serve now. Set high, Hilmer, and Peyton Hilmer as Ouachita and Harding are trading points here in set number 2. Megan Lacey back in to serve now for the Bisons. Fan base on hand for Ouachita. Not that far a trip from Arkadelphia down the road. Harding with back-to-back points coming off the ace from Lacey. That is her 3rd ace of the day, by the way, to go along with 3 digs and 4 kills. Pretty strong stat line. Tapped over by Fairchild, and the placement is true. Thedford will check back in.
You know, you mentioned a little bit about some of those aces that both of these teams have had, and that's a huge part of the game is serve and pass and trying to get those teams out of system right out the gate.
Brazil serve. Fouch over to Bishop. That one won't fall. Send it back the other direction. Hilmer's there. This time Tatum Fouch to Bishop. And Thedford the other way. Tatum Fouch keeps it alive. Carter Fouch pushes it over. Thedford once again. She's having opportunities now. Stepping in here in the second set. They're on defense along with Fairchild. They keep it up. Brazil. The long set, Thedford. And Harding into the hands of Garner. She taps it over. Thedford, that one doesn't clear the net, I didn't believe. Say it was touched by Harding. Set back, Hilmer. Carter Fouch once again. Tatum with the high set this time. Long from Hansen. Thedford can't take it home, and Harding knots this one up at 7 apiece. Great rally from both these teams.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. They were going back and forth and doing a really good job of covering their hitters and playing defense.
Tatum Fouch, a transfer from the University of North Alabama, making her way to play with Harding this year. Carter Fouch, a freshman, both, of course, hometown. They call Frisco, Texas, home. Josie Bishop in on the court as well with them right now, and she's from the Colony. Those two towns, or I guess you could say cities, in the Dallas north portion of the Metroplex, right next to one another. I'm sure they've played some volleyball against one another before. Tapped up, Fairchild, blocked back. She won't get the opportunity. This time it's Thedford. Bisons keep it alive. Defense, Hanson and Fairchild are there, but the ball finds its way through. So another point for Harding. That's a 3-point little mini run now for the Bisons. Turned right back over on the service error, so I don't know if Coach Frizzell Kaiser was considering calling the timeout there to slow things down. Doesn't need to, at least from that perspective, as Avery Joust now will serve. Got quiet here in the gym.
Yeah,
just a moment there. Tigers fans, as that one just inside the right corner for Harding. Bison's back on top by 2. Fan base, I was mentioning earlier, the trip from Arkadelphia, not that far to Hot Springs.
Seems to be a lot of purple in the gym today.
Absolutely. Bison's fans travel pretty well also to Hot Springs. And you know, they probably know it's going to be a pretty good chance year in and year out that they'll see the Lady Bisons playing on Championship Saturday. Harding gets another point. And picking up 2 for 1 of late. Extend the lead to 3. Another serve by Weeder. Center of the court from the line. Brazil sent back by Gardner. Great defense by Harding. Here's Brazil again. She taps it up. Hanson to Gardner. One more opportunity. Church tries to keep it alive. Cannot do it. Harding up by 4. Coach Frizzell Kaiser says that's enough, and she'll call the timeout. Ouachita needs a breather right now, trailing by 4 in set number 2.
One of the fastest growing universities in the state and the region, Southeastern Oklahoma State University has classes for bachelor's, master's, and certificate programs. Over 45 degree programs are available with in-person, online, and hybrid options. With a legacy of excellence dating back to 1909, our dedicated faculty and staff are here to make your legacy a great one. Your future starts here at Texoma's University.
Coach Spear's team with 3 straight points again. Been a bit of a 3-1 perspective of late. And the Harding fans with something to cheer for here in set number 2. Ouachita really made a statement in that first set. And I think as a lower seed, if you do something like, you want to come out and establish that you're here to play in this championship match right off the bat. And I think the Tigers did.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Weeder, after serving with the set, high at the net, tapped around, going to remain on Harding's side. There's Lampkin. Hanson, a high set to Thedford. It will stay in. She finds the line, and Thedford with another kill. That's number 5 on the day for her. Tigers get the point out of the timeout and now trail by only 3. Kaylee Thedford hitting .091 on the day. Maybe not the same numbers as she saw yesterday, at least from a hitting percentage, but she's starting to find a rhythm. Hanson to Joust. She has the set this time to Thedford. Defense for the Bisons. Tapped up. Bishop. That one sent back the other direction. The back set. Adams uses the net, and Lampkin taps it over, but the defense is there for the Tigers. They go to Bishop once again. She also tries to find that gap. Here we see Adams Same thing, other direction. Long set, joust to Hanson. There's Thedford off the defense, and Thedford with another kill. Back-to-back points at the hands of Kaylee Thedford. She has 6 kills on the day.
And that's something that you want to do, you know, when both teams were tipping that ball back and forth, you know. That's one thing that the Tigers needed to do, is have a big swing and back up that defense.
Courtney Hanson serve. And the set back a little deep for Bishop. High set from Brazil. She sends it to her teammate on the front row. Here's Lambert with an opportunity, kept alive. Thedford taps over past the defense. Weeder's there. Bishop sends that one deep. The Tigers with 3 consecutive points coming out of the timeout. Coach Fear calls a timeout herself and says that's enough. 12-11 the score. Tigers taking set number 1, trying to get back into set 2.
Christian education pushes you to diligence and excellence in all that you do.
We're establishing this foundation where the students can then go and do the things that they want to do.
Everything we do, everything we touch, everything that we try to teach our students revolves around Christ.
It's about cultivating passion and a desire to do something significant with your life. You find a vision for your life, and I think that's where students really lean into their inspired purpose.
Who do we look to shape our world? It'll be people who know how to think with their heads and their hearts. People who understand that faith is not the enemy of education, but its partner. More than book smart, more than business smart. They are wise in their whole being.
We are future shapers.
Learn to live well and lead well in God's world. Be a future shaper at OBU.
Aww.
Fans come in all shapes and sizes. Gotta love those 4-footed varieties that come to watch the contest. That one cheering on Ouachita. I've heard that Millie, our friend from the last 2 days, well, I heard last night from Millie's family that she would be here tonight or today, so we'll see. Great look there. Defense for the Tigers coming out of the timeout, tapped over by Lampkin, and Hanson with a high set to Thedford. Tries to place this one. There's Lambert. Defense there at the net once again. Hanson, quick set. Leah Gardner, it went deep. Didn't touch anyone. And so the Bisons get the point out of the timeout. It was a tight set in the first set. We were nearing this point total in the first set, going back and forth as Thedford gets the point for Ouachita, and it was a 13-12 game in set number 1. So we're seeing, again, a very tightly contested contest. Coaches went a little bit different look in the lineup to start set 2 as Peyton Church started the set for Emily Adams. Adams back in the game now. And Josie Bishop, by the way, started that second set. She came in and took the place of Avery Stanfield. Tigers get another point, and they've tied this up again.
You talk about, Harding starting with a little bit different lineup, and part of that is to help get a little bit different matchups versus the Tigers, putting some hitters against different blockers.
It is an issue. It's a matter of matchups back and forth. Harding takes the 1-point advantage once again. Fouch, Hanson, another assist. Back-to-back assists earlier to both Brazil and Thedford. She picks up another assist on the afternoon. She has 22 so far. We're just midway through the second set. Hanson putting up crazy numbers so far. Just like that, the Bisons get the point back. Megan Lacey, who has 6, a team-high 6 kills on the day. 7 digs and 3 aces. Carter Fouch back to serve now. Brazil off the serve receive, wants it back. She's asking for it. There's the attack. Fouch. And Harding with another point. Delaney Garner, her 5th kill today. She's been pretty effective. She's hitting .333 on the day. Tap tie Brazil. Set, Fouch, there's Lacey at the net, Adams and Fairchild. They slide over once again, that goes a little high. Joust is there for the set, and Brazil tapped back the other way. Lacey trying to find the gap, Brazil. Adams. High set now to Lacey. Nice dig. Tapped back to Adams once again, trying to find that back corner, can't do it. Tapped over, Garner, just over by Brazil, and now that deep attack. Here's Brazil once again into the net. Joust, and Adams will tap it over and out. So the long point goes to Harding, and the Bisons are now back on top by 3.
I feel like we've had a couple really long rallies in this second set.
We'll see if that turns out to be a crucial point in this set as well. Harding extending its lead back to 3. Tapped up Fairchild, and she gets the point for Ouachita. Haley Fairchild's 3rd kill of the day. She has a couple of blocks as well. She's been solid on that front line. Peyton Church sending it to the right side where Lacey on serve receive gets it back but sends it deep. Back-to-back points now for the Tigers. Courtney Hansen has a double-double already. 24 assists, 11 digs. Taps up Fairchild, just over the net. The defense is there. Hilmer and Fairchild at the net with Brazil. 3 straight points were knotted up once again, this time at 17. Timeout on the court. Harding will take this timeout. We'll take it with them. A fantastic championship match on hand here in Hot Springs.
What does it mean to be a Ranger? It means smaller class sizes, so you're seen and heard. It means graduating debt-free, like over half of our students. It means getting help when you need it through financial aid and scholarships, like more than 80% of our students. To be a Ranger, you're rowdy with excitement. To be a Ranger, you care about your education. To be a Ranger, you saddle up to a challenge and ride to success. Rowdy lives here. Rangers live here. Northwestern. Success lives here.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
A little bit of dancing going on here. The winner of this contest, by the way, will be doing some dancing as well. Automatic bid to the NCAA tournament. That is on the line for the champion of the Great American Conference. And we'll go to face some stiff competition in the Central region. Always a brutal region, and it really doesn't matter the sport. In volleyball, however, that maxim holds true. The Central region, a brutal region to try to come out of to make it to the Elite 8 in the NCAA Division II. We'll see, though, which of these teams is able to garner that automatic bid. Brazil keeps it high. Hansen finds the gap. Courtney Hansen, she's rocking and rolling here, and you can see the celebration. Courtney Hansen Talked with Coach Frizzell Kaiser on Midwest Sports Net a little bit earlier today. We had a chance to visit with both the coaches on Midwest Sports Saturday, and we talked about Hanson and just the word that came up for both of us, phenomenal.
Absolutely, and she has been so fun to watch this tournament. She brings so much fire and energy to her team, and being a setter, she is already kind of in that captain role a little bit, and I think she leads this team very well.
Well, she's showing that right now, a junior on this Tigers team, the Great American Conference Setter of the Year in 2023. But we see how versatile player she is. That to Brazil. Cross court, Bishop trying to find that gap in the defense. Can't that time. Brazil just powers that through, and the Tigers are back on top by one. Riley Brazil with her 10th kill of the day. Coming off a Courtney Hanson assist. That's number 25. She hit the quarter century mark there. Sets for Fairchild. The defense there for Harding. Hilmer taps that over. Back to Thedford. And Fouch is there to keep that alive. Bishop finds that gap. Stays just inside the right line. Tied again at 19. Delaney Garner now to serve. Garner has a pair of aces already today. Hanson, the quick set to Fairchild, sends it deep. Opportunity now for Harding. Bishop meets the defense. Bishop again, and Joust is there. Quick set to Fairchild, splits the defenders, and Haley Fairchild with her 4th kill of the afternoon. The Tigers, the first to 20. Trying to be the first to 25, though. Avery Joust to serve. Joust with 15 digs on the afternoon. Set to Bishop, and she gets another kill, her 6th of the afternoon. Weeder checking back in. And J.C. Lambert back in as well. Hanson looking for Thedford, and again, the Tigers find a way around the defense at the net. Adams comes back in. Church will take a seat. And Courtney Hanson back to serve for Ouachita. Tries to drop that one in. Weeder, quick set. Lambert is there. 21 all. Again, for a couple of teams with their football program and football team in the Division II playoff, that's a nice looking football score right now.
I think that's exactly the kind of score you want to see in the championship game, though, too, is
absolutely
teams battling back and forth and it being a close game.
Absolutely. Gardner off the assist from Hanson. And so Kiskin will come in now to serve. Tigers with a 1-point advantage. So around this part of set number 1, the Tigers tried to pull away a little bit. Harding came back to make it a 2-point match. See if the Tigers can pull away here. Long set to Brazil. She makes it worth it. Riley Brazil, 11th kill. Another assist for Hanson. It's number 29. Kiskin set to serve. Tigers up by 2, need 2. Weeder over to Lambert in the net. What a dig, the pancake dig. Brazil kept going. Now an opportunity. Here's Lambert again, tapped by the defense. She'll keep it alive. Lampkin, that didn't clear the net. In 3 or 4 opportunities, it is set point. The defense is at the net, and you see these Tigers, they're fired up once again. Ouachita came to play in Hot Springs in 2024.
They did, and we talked about at the beginning of this match, is can they bring it a third day, and I think they are.
Kiskin to serve on set point. It's going to be tough. Sandfeld just has to send it back over. There's a free ball. Hansen, the quick set. Gardner won't get the opportunity. How about Adams? That works! Adams with the kill. Tigers 25-21. They go up 2 sets to none. The 5 seed rolling in Hot Springs.
One of the fastest growing universities in the state and the region, Southeastern Oklahoma State University has classes for bachelor's, master's, and certificate programs. Over 45 degree programs are available with in-person, online, and hybrid options. With a legacy of excellence dating back to 1909, our dedicated faculty and staff are here to make your legacy a great one. Your future starts here at Texoma's University.
At East Central University, we educate and empower students to transform the world. We provide an exceptional hands-on learning experience with professors who really go that extra mile. East Central University encourages students to become who they are meant to be while making lasting memories. East Central University, welcome home.
Character, culture, and Christ have been the motto for Southern Nazarene University for many, many years. When I came as president, I was really curious about those words and really curious to dig into the archives. In fact, a conversation on campus one day with a visitor to our campus who asked that same question, what does character, culture, and Christ mean today? These days I like to talk about refining character. I think that we're all in process, and in those collegiate years, those years of a university experience, there's a great opportunity to refine character.
Okay, I said fans come in all shapes and sizes. There's one of the smaller variety right there.
Yes.
But that's what you need to do. Start them early. Oh, there's Millie. There's Millie. I was wondering if we would have a Millie sighting before the day was over with. She has to be happy.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Her team is up 2 sets to none on Harding right now. The Ouachita Tigers, they are definitely here to play. Coach Fear with many words for her team. Encouragement. And they just need to turn things around. And if you're Harding, you say, okay, well, don't we do to this point? Let's make something happen in this third set. It hasn't gone our way so far. Match isn't over.
Yeah, I think Coach Fear, during that set switch is trying to find a little bit of fire for her team.
It takes that sometimes. Switch things around. And we look, and it realistically, it is a little bit of a different lineup than what we saw, at least to start each of the previous 2 matches, with Skylar McKinnon, the 5th-year player for Harding, on the bench after an ankle injury.
And that's something that you never want to see. I think Harding has done a good job of trying to make adjustments to, help kind of replace where McKinnon was.
Ouachita making its first appearance in the Great American Conference Championship, which, by the way, means now that 10 of the GAC's 12 teams have made an appearance in the Great American Conference Volleyball Final. Ouachita being the 10th to do that. Since 2014, teams making their first appearance in the GAC Final have gone 2-5. Ouachita trying to change that number and make history for themselves and in their favor. Going to do it with plays like that. And all that Harding can do is just try to keep it alive. And Lambert sends that way deep. So the Tigers get their first point here in set number 3. The last team, or the most recent team to make its first appearance in a GAC volleyball tournament final was Northwestern. That was back in 2022. Southwestern as a first-time appearer in the GAC tournament in 2015 won. By the way, just so you know who the 2 and 5 are. And Oklahoma Baptist in their first opportunity won back in 2018. Harding playing a little fire then to start this third set.
Yeah, and that was a huge monster block that they needed.
Hansen, quick set to Gardner. Weeder, the other direction, right side, and Lambert, as that one was touched, will give Harding the point. So the Bisons out to a quick 4-1 lead here, and as we said, you know, you turn things around, started over 0-0. Try to get momentum back on your side. Nice serve. And Adams, who got the kill to end the second set, gets a kill here as well. Tigers trail by only 2. Emily Adams hitting 130 on the day. She has 4 kills, a pair of blocks, a pair of digs as well. Winning the first 2 sets of this championship match has proved to be very, very important for teams to go ahead and move on in and take the championship itself. It's actually happened 5 times before in the 13 years prior of the GAC championship. Of course, this is the 14th edition here. 5 times one team has won the first 2 sets. They've gone on to win the entire match. As a matter of fact, 4 of those 5 times, it was a sweep.
Interesting.
Tapped over by Lacey and sent deep. That one a little too deep. Hansen can't get that one to fall. Point Harding after the Tigers had rattled off 3 consecutive. By the way, credit to Eric Moyer. The hat tip there to Eric Moyer, the Associate Commissioner for Communications for the Great American Conference. He's on hand today, as is Commissioner Will Pruitt. Quick set, Fairchild, Hansen taps behind her this time. Adams, Carter Fouch is there to return. Hansen back to Fairchild, that splits defenders and gets in for the point. We're tied again, 5-all now here in set number 3. Riley Brazil with a game-high 11 kills. Courtney Hansen with a game-high 31 assists. On the other side, Harding. We've seen Tatum Fouch with a game-high 17 digs. She'll have a set this time, and Lacey can't get the attack to fall. Fairchild trying that on the other direction. Here's Megan Lacey from the line, leaning back to make that one happen. Tapped over and all the way for Brazil. Here's Stanfield. Weeder behind. And the point to Harding. Delaney Garner gives Harding the lead once again here in this third set. Josie Bishop checking back in, as is Peyton Hilmer for Harding. Megan Lacey to serve. That goes deep, the error, and the Tigers will get a point back. You know what, there's something, Courtney, about momentum, but I think there's also something to a level of momentum as well, and the Tigers have just brought a high level of momentum with them, not just for today, and you have to say the way they've closed out each of the first 2 sets, they've done it strong, specifically the second set, but the momentum throughout the tournament from yesterday to today, they haven't seemed to skip a beat.
That they have, and it's honestly been very impressive to watch.
Harding with another point, and Garner to serve. Fairchild, Garner will set this time, tapped up, Lampkin. The off speed. Here is Thedford. Great dig at the net. Fairchild, and too many times the double. You look at 4 hits, you look at that double there as well. Harding just couldn't get it back over, and the Bisons are struggling, pulling away from Ouachita in any set.
Yeah, they've just been kind of hanging right there, back and forth. They haven't let the Tigers get too far away, but they've been hanging right there.
Josie Bishop gets the kill, and Harding now. We'll see Weeder come back in, and she'll come in and serve. Josie Bishop with 7 kills on the day. The freshman is hitting .227 to go along with 3 digs. That one just clears the net for Weeder. And on the other side, Leah Gardner with the kill. She also now has 7 kills on the day. Courtney Hansen has an ace today to go with 12 digs. Looks right corner. Lacey will keep that one going. Here's Bishop again. Met at the net. Hansen, the back set. Adams. It is there. Emily Adams, 5 kills today. She's been fantastic on defense as well. 3 blocks, 2 digs. And the Tigers have stepped back on top, 9-8. Hansen going to that right side once again. Deep, and the Tigers get another point. Up by 2. Coach Fear calls a timeout. 2 points, that's all the advantage she's gonna let Ouachita have. We will take a break too. The Tigers trying to take this in 3.
Who do we look to shape our world? It'll be people who know how to think with their heads and their hearts. People who contribute with compassion, courage, confidence. People who understand that faith is not the enemy of education, but its partner. Tomorrow's difference makers and world changers will understand they're part of something bigger, an unstoppable force for good. More than book smart, more than business smart, they are wise in their whole being. These are the people who will shape our future, and you'll find them at OBU today.
I am a future shaper.
I'm a future shaper.
We are future shapers. Learn to live well and lead well in God's world. Be a future shaper at OBU.
Harding fans, not as much to cheer about today. I mean, the team obviously is playing in a championship match, and it hasn't been a wide gap. A 25-23 loss, 25-21 loss. It's not like Ouachita's just run away with it in either one, but it's been challenging to this point. It hasn't happened for the Bisons to be able to convert and take it on in.
Yeah, you know, there hasn't been a whole lot of times that things have just kind of gone their way or got those lucky calls that, you know, they kind of need in this situation.
Need to have something to fall their way, and that coming out of the timeout, that could be something to get started for Harding. Lambert with another kill. She has 9, Garner has 8, Lacey has 8, Bishop has 7 for the Bisons here. Riley Brazil with a game-high 11 kills on the day, sending it over to Thedford from the line, and Hanson will get the assist. That one maybe a little low. Thedford had to work for it just a bit, but she was true anyway, and so the Tigers are back on top by 2. Kylie Kiskin set their right side. Lampkin, Hanson, great dig to keep it alive. There's Joust. Brazil taps it over. Opportunity for Harding. Lambert from the line. And Joust will do the honors again. Brazil trying to send it deep. Fouch to Weeder. Tapped and pushed through. Nice job by J.C. Lambert. She's in double figures now in kills on the day. 3 digs and a block for her as well. She's hitting .250 now for Harding. The Bison's trailing by 1. Here's Tatum Fouch. Hanson sets back. Adams, great job by Fouch to keep it going. Weeder, quick set at the middle. Lambert. Excuse me, Garner. Here's another look. This time Lambert tries to find the placement. Hanson, high set. Brazil into the net. Bisons have tied it up, so that could be what you were talking about a little bit earlier. Need to find some breaks here, and that one could be the one.
Yeah.
Tatum Fouch to serve. She has 21 digs today. Hanson looking for Brazil. Nice job by Weeder to keep that alive. Defense, keeping it up. Nice job. The Tigers, Hanson going to the court to keep that point alive. Great rally. Here's Garner. Nice job. Joust. Brazil met at the net once again. This time it's Gardner. Leah Gardner with her 8th kill. Tigers are relentless in this championship match. Gardner to serve to follow up. There's Weeder. Nice job by the Tigers. Brazil keeps that rally alive. Not long enough though, as Delaney Garner gets another kill. That is her 9th. Both these teams scrapping so hard for each point.
They are. They're fighting hard. Every point, you know, they're giving it their all and leaving it on the court today.
12 all. Tied once again. Friendly roll. Nice job at the net. Garner with the kill. Garner with another block. That one goes out, so the Tigers will get the point. Previous block successful for Delaney Garner. She's had a quality day. She's hitting .286 with 9 kills, but the Tigers get another point and go back up by 1. Weeder, this to Lacey, met at the net. Tigers defense didn't have to slide much to see that one coming. Here's Brazil. It just creeps inside the back line, and the Tigers are up by 2.
You know, I think overall in the tournament, the Tigers' outsides have been a huge impact for them, being very powerful, but also being able to have a good variety with shot selections. Excuse me.
Hanson to Fairchild. Here's Weeder looking long. Hanson tries to keep this one alive, but the Harding Lady Bisons get the point. Get back to within 1. Yeah, shot selection, which is not easy to say, especially fast.
Yeah.
It's coming to play here today, and it's been a challenge. Mop up the perspiration on the court. And Megan Lacey has a little bit of opportunity to think about this just a bit. She has 9 kills. She has 3 aces today. They came early on. Another ace would be timely here for Harding. Won't get one there. Quick set. Fairchild taps it over. Fouch looking for Lacey from the back line. And Hanson by herself will get the kill. Takes it on home. Courtney Hanson with her 2nd kill today. She hits 6 70-67.
You know, Hanson does a really good job as a setter. I feel like she does a great job having a little bit of misdirection, being able to set all three of her setters, but then on top of it, being able to get her own kills as well.
Josie Bishop will send that deep point for the Tigers, a 3-point advantage. And Weeder will check in now. Bring her in for Hilmer in the rotation. And Riley Brazil now to serve. Tigers up by 3. Harding needing points. Not going to get it there. The Tigers on defense at the net and extend the lead to 4. Ouachita threatening to pull away here in this third set. And the ace just inside the line to emphasize that point. Riley Brazil. She has 13 kills, her first ace of the day. A double-double to go with 10 digs. Lacey comes up to keep this in play. Bishop, strong. Joust is there. Hanson, the long set. Thedford trying to place it deep. And Bishop simply sends this one back over. Here's another opportunity for Thedford. Lacey's there. Into the net. And Garner can't make that play. And another point for Ouachita, 5 consecutive. And now we see the numbers. Here's the quick math. Tigers up by 6, need 6.
Harding really needing a good serve receive pass here.
Weeder, absolutely what the doctor ordered. The setter can do it on both sides of this net. And Weeder takes a play out of Hanson's playbook and finds that back corner by herself. Defense not back to get there. And Garner now to serve. Delaney Garner with 9 kills. She's had a pair of aces herself. Hanson quick to Fairchild. Here's Bishop, tapped over. Hanson sets behind her. Fairchild this time from outside. Can't get it to fall. Bishop. And Hanson sets Thedford once again. That one goes deep. And the Bisons get another point. It's back-to-back points. Those are big, big points. Harding needed those.
Yes, they did.
Garner to serve once again. Hanson looking for Thedford at the net. Defense is there. Bishop puts it over. Here's the opportunity. Quick by Fairchild. No one on the right side. And Haley Fairchild gets another kill. Good court awareness, too.
Yeah, it is. Especially with the middle, you have to be able to mix up your shots like that. And being able to see that hole was crucial.
4 blocks for Fairchild today as well. Tigers with 20. Tigers with 21. Up by 6, need 4. Avery Joust now to serve. That goes off of Bishop's receive poorly, and Joust with the ace, and that prompts Coach Fear to call her final timeout here in set number 3. We're going to take it with them. The Tigers, boy, they are on the prowl in Hot Springs.
Before the house, before the office, the late nights and new bosses. Before the last hugs, the wins and the losses. Before building the team, before building yourself, the rise and grinds, all day, every days. Before the letter, before the dream, there was a kid who loved to play. If you have the talent and dedication to succeed in school and in sports, we'll provide the opportunity.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but we know there's growth in the journey. At ATU, we value this moment because here, nature becomes your classroom. So breathe it in. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
Fan base is excited for Ouachita, and rightfully so. The Tigers, they said they came to play, and that is just the case. Avery Joust once again to serve. Joust coming off an ace. And there's the error. Counters it with that, but the Tigers can afford to give 1 for 1. And Ouachita, really, we mentioned they came to play. Harding started off well, but it's been a challenge, and they've had opportunities.
Yeah, they've had a lot of opportunities. They're just not quite executing as well as I know that they want to be right now.
Especially not in this third set. It was tight in sets 1 and 2. The Tigers need to make a run, or excuse me, Harding needs to make a run as well as they can, and they cannot with that. Thedford with another kill. Kaylee Thedford now with her 10th kill of the day. Courtney Hansen back to serve. 2 points from a title. Bishop. Joust is there. Hansen with the quick set. Gardner. Leah Gardner's 9th kill takes us to match point in Hot Springs. Courtney Hansen with 40 assists and an ace to go along with 17 digs. Match point for Ouachita. Hansen serve. Weeder setting Lambert. The defense is there. Joust to Adams. Set. And there's Lambert. Taps it over. Back. Weeder sets Lambert at the net. And Weeder keeps the point alive. Hansen. Quick. Gardner with the kill. And the Ouachita Tigers have won their first ever Great American Conference Volleyball Tournament Championship. We have a lot to sort out here in Hot Springs. What we don't have to sort out is who won. The 5th seed, the Ouachita Tigers, coached by Allison Frizzell Kaiser, take the title today in Hot Springs. We'll take a break ourselves. We'll be back in a moment here on the GAC Sports Network.
Why be a ranger? At Northwestern, with small classes, you can be seen. With over 40 programs from business to nursing, you can be career-driven. With a campus home away from home, you can be independent. With over half our students graduating without student loans, you can be debt-free. And with a mosaic of cultures, you can be you. Northwestern, success lives here.
One of the fastest growing universities in the state and the region, Southeastern Oklahoma State University has classes for bachelor's, master's, and certificate programs. Over 45 degree programs are available with in-person, online, and hybrid options. With a legacy of excellence dating back to 1909, our dedicated faculty and staff are here to make your legacy a great one. Your future starts here at Texoma's University.
Christian education pushes you to diligence and excellence in all that you do.
We're establishing this foundation where the students can then go and do the things that they want to do.
Everything we do, everything we touch, everything that we try to teach our students revolves around Christ.
It's about cultivating passion and a desire to do something significant with your life. You find a vision for your life, and I think that's where students really lean into their inspired purpose.
Who do we look to shape our world? It'll be people who know how to think with their heads and their hearts. People who understand that faith is not the enemy of education, but its partner. More than book smart, more than business smart. They are wise in their whole being.
We are future shapers.
Learn to live well and lead well in God's world. Be a future shaper at OBU.
What does it mean to be a Ranger? It means smaller class sizes so you're seen and heard. It means graduating debt-free like over half of our students. It means getting help when you need it through financial aid and scholarships like more than 80% of our students. To be a Ranger, you're rowdy with excitement. To be a Ranger, you care about your education. To be a Ranger, you saddle up to a challenge and ride to success. Rowdy lives here. Rangers live here. Northwestern. Success lives here.
Everyone tells you to think about the future, but there's power in the process. We value this moment because at ATU, every moment brings you one step closer to what comes next. You've got this. Right here, right where you are. Focus on the now, because our focus is on your success.
The championship trophy and the runner-up trophy there about to be doled out. The larger of the two will go to Ouachita on the strength of a sweep in the championship match. The Ouachita Baptist Tigers 3-0 today over Harding, the 5th seed, coming through for the win. And you see the celebration there. They know they get to put their logo in the championship line of the bracket. You have to love that. I think that's incredibly cool.
From East Central, number 12, Odalise Gonzalez.
Mentioning now the all-tournament team from East Central, Odalise Gonzalez.
Western Oklahoma, number 4, Lacey Mott.
Lacey Mott on the all-tournament team, representing Southwestern Oklahoma.
Tatum Fouch.
Tatum Fouch on the all-tournament team. She's representing Harding. She was a big part of the run to the championship match today. Fouch with 2 assists on the day to go along with 23 digs. Delaney Gardner. Gardner had 9 kills today, a pair of aces, a pair of digs, and a block. And Ouachita, represented by Avery Jouse. Jouse with 25 digs today. A fantastic effort on her part. Jouse for the tournament also had 33 and 30 digs. Riley Brazil with 16 kills, 12 kills, and today 13 kills in the championship match and 10 digs to boot. She has a double-double.
The final member of the all-tournament team is also the tournament MVP.
The tournament MVP.
Number 21.
Should there be any surprise when they announce number 21, Courtney Hanson. 41 assists today in the sweep, 18 digs. She had an ace along the way, 2 kills, no errors. She hits 500. She celebrates with her team. And they're measuring ring sizes right now, I think.
For the 2024 Great American Conference Volleyball Championship to the Harding Bison.
The Harding Bisons now wrap up the season in the championship match. A fantastic effort for this Bison squad. Harding now 22-9 overall for the year. They came in, finished second in conference play. A lot to celebrate. For the day, though, the Bisons were just on the short end today. Kind of felt like as the afternoon went on, just back on their heels a little bit, and just the aggressive play from the Tigers too much.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Ouachita, meanwhile, the season not complete. 25-23, 25-21, 25-16, and the Ouachita Tigers will dance over to take the trophy. led by senior Avery Jouse. The senior from Midland, Texas, will hoist that trophy with a little help from her friends. Now, you certainly don't want to drop that. She's hanging on for dear life there. Millie has to be pleased.
Absolutely. The Tigers played so well over this weekend, or this weekend, and just a phenomenal job.
We'll have an opportunity to visit with a couple of folks from the Tigers side here in just a moment. And we'll keep it right here, and we will talk about that and a little bit more. Ouachita will represent the Great American Conference in the Central Region Tournament. And right now we have the opportunity to talk with the tournament MVP for 2024. That is Courtney Hanson. Courtney, congratulations first on the win and the sweep today in the conference championship match.
Thank you so much.
Do you not have a voice at this point? Have you been excited today?
I've been a little bit excited all weekend. So the voice is a little bit gone, but it's okay.
That's all right. But we'll have the folks in the truck turn it up so we can definitely hear you.
Yeah.
Courtney, a fantastic day overall. Well, let's talk about the assists first. You have more than 50 in each of these two matches. You have 41 in 3 sets today, and you know, that's one of those things for folks scoring at home. That's really, really easy. You do the math on that, and you're talking about 13+ assists per set in 3 sets. Phenomenal. Talk about the assists today.
I think it just shows how good we are as a team, honestly. I mean, this sport is not a sport that you can one person just completely take over a game. You're always relying on someone else. And I think the number of my assists just shows how easily we put a ball down and how much they trust me to get them a ball and how much I trust them to put it down. And I think that's what sets us apart as a unit, as a team throughout this weekend.
Had a lot of leadership on the court today in more ways than one, obviously, with the execution on the court. But you have a way of getting them fired up, and it's no secret how you feel about the play, especially when it's successful.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a loud person in general, and I think this team does a great job of just rallying around everybody. And, yeah, I just try to fire people up, and they fire back, and it's great.
You know, over this tournament, you have been a fun player to watch. You know, you talk about firing your team up. What is your plan now going forward, and what are you going to do to help your team?
I think the first plan is to celebrate. I think this is a great accomplishment for us. I mean, program history was made. We had some GAC history that was made. Those are great things to celebrate. And then I don't actually know whenever we get back into the gym, but I think it's just tuning up some things that we need to work on and just using this momentum and kind of watching film, seeing what we did well, what we need to work on, and just using what we know now about us and about us as a team into the next, whatever the future holds for us.
I'm sure there are many Ouachita alums that are excited, wanted to be where you all are, and you not only got to the championship match, but you took advantage of it, and you went ahead and won the title. Congratulations, Courtney, and thank you very much for stopping by and visiting with us, and just go celebrate, like you said.
Thank you so much. Have a nice day.
Courtney Hanson, the tournament MVP today, and just a thrilling victory. 5 sets on Thursday, 4 sets on Friday. Took them only 3 on Saturday to win that championship, and we'll see if we're going to get to visit with anyone else here. I think we will. Heading our direction now for Ouachita is Avery Jouse. Avery, congratulations. the lone senior on this team.
Yes, sir.
And so you got to be the one to dance over to get the trophy. How did that feel?
I feel like I'm in a dream right now, if you want the truth. I don't know what to think.
Well, you've done a fantastic job, a great effort all the way through, instrumental. Talk about your execution out there on the court and how you made things happen.
We really just decided to take it point by point. Like, we can't get too ahead of ourselves as a team, and so I think just the key word of the whole tournament was steady. Just stay at a steady pace the whole time, and it ended up falling in our favor.
For the day, you had 25 digs, and that was indicative of your play. Over the course of the tournament, a pair of matches with 30-plus digs, so you were just there watching all the way through.
Yes, sir. My goal of the week in practice was to leave with no regrets, and I told Coach multiple times it hasn't felt like it's going to be my last game once, so it's definitely a good feeling to have.
As a senior, what does that feel like? And knowing then, I know it's not your last game, but then you were someone that people had to look to over the course of the season. Do you relish that role, and did you have an opportunity to have some leadership along the way?
Yes, sir. Along with our three other captains, Courtney, Haley, Emily, it goes really well because I feel like we're all different personalities. I'm more of a calm, steady person than you have Courtney, who's crazy and wild and screaming, so it just balances out pretty perfectly.
All right. Well, congratulations on the win. Also, the honor of being on the all-tournament team.
Thank you so much.
Just enjoy it and the success, and have a great trip wherever you all wind up going.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Avery Joust, again, a member of the all-tournament team, and she represents her team well, so she had an opportunity to visit with us quickly. We'll see if there is anyone else that comes our way. In the meantime, Courtney, we talk a little bit about the tournament. It's been a privilege for me to get to visit with you this whole time, and I thank you for being a part of the broadcast team. But it's exciting year in and year out, and this year no less so. I mean, each match in and of itself brought a lot, and I think the teams that have won have had a lot to be proud of in their victories.
Yeah, I would completely agree, and I think just looking at Ouachita in general, we talked about throughout the past 2 days about their grit and determination, and I think today they really came out and showed that.
No doubt about that, and those are descriptors of this team that I think will live on for many, many years to come to follow. Get a chance to visit with one more player. Go ahead, take the headset, put it on right there. Riley Brazil, who had a big tournament as well. Let me ask you quickly, first I want to say congratulations. Is your arm tired?
A little bit,
Okay.
yes. Yes, it's been a long 3 days, so I'm glad I can get some rest and sleep because that will be much needed for the next round, but we're very excited.
Okay, now I'll say congratulations. How does it feel?
Amazing. We've been working for this for so long with ups and downs throughout the season. Coming in as 5th seed, we knew that every single game was going to be a battle, and we were ready for it, and we just knew that we had fight, and we always say grit it out, be a dog, just do everything you can to get the ball up and score a point. Doesn't have to be pretty, just win. And so I feel like we did that all weekend, kind of being the underdog, and we really like that because then we get to kind of upset people. That's fun.
I'm sensing a dog thing here. Be a dog, be an underdog. There were at least 2 dogs on hand today cheering you all on too on site here at Hot Springs. So there may be an underlying theme in all of that. When you go through a situation like this, and you were one of those players, we mentioned it more than once, that you felt like you have the green light the entire time. Did you feel that way as well, that you had the green light?
Yes. I would say about the first swing I hit Thursday night, I was like, all right, I'm feeling it. You just get this feeling when you're in a game and you just go and you're just ready for it, and anything if it doesn't go your way, you just keep swinging, keep getting kills, and it falls your way. And Kaylee Thedford was like that last night. Anything she hit went down, and we could not be more proud of her for that. Some days it goes your way and you're just feeling it, and I would say that's how our weekend was.
I think watching over this tournament, you and Thedford did a really good job of balancing each other out, kind of taking turns on who was hot in that very moment. Was there anything that helped you guys mentally kind of prepare for this tournament?
Nothing specifically, you know. I kind of had some ups and downs this season. So did she. Like, we were not, I would say, like the most consistent people on our team. And I think we just came in a conference, you know, everything's even. You know, you don't have to worry about anything besides just keep winning. And I think we both had that confidence in us to just keep going, and I think that's just what we did. I don't really have a good explanation for it.
Well, whether or not over the course of the season you were all consistent, you got what you needed, and consistently for 3 days you kept winning.
Yes.
So congratulations to you, Riley, and success to you all as the season continues.
Thank you so much.
All right, as we have had an opportunity now to visit with some of the folks here, we'll see. I think we may get to visit with one more person in a moment. It's very likely, and you might be looking at her on camera right now, so we'll check out and see one more time to see if Coach Frizzell Kaiser is going to come down here. In the meantime, looking at the tournament and looking at some of the statistics really quickly, Riley Brazil with 13 kills on the day. She hit 233, and she had 10 digs as well. You see the folks celebrating over there. Ouachita hasn't had the opportunity to celebrate in Hot Springs yet, so there are a lot of folks who've been here over the years. This has always been, I mentioned before, a fantastic crowd that travels well. Arkadelphia not that far down the road, so that does help a little bit. But, you know, they've been able to travel well and get here and be a part of it, and had a lot to celebrate today.
Yeah, they do.
So there's Coach Frizzell Kaiser, and we're waiting to see if there is anyone else, if we get to visit with her or not. Are they going to send her our direction? All right, I think they are in fact going to send her our direction. So yeah, we'll get one more opportunity here. So stick around just a little bit longer, folks, as we start to wrap things up here from Hot Springs. We're not done yet. We can't be done yet because we haven't spoken with the coach and the architect of this championship. Coach, you're an architect now.
Am I?
You
are.
That
goes well with my math degree.
Absolutely. Coach Allison Frizzell Kaiser, absolutely. First off, congratulations. I think that's the final. I'm not sure. I believe it's the final. We could give you a lot of numbers, but I know that the big one there is 3-0. How about that?
Oh, man. Isn't that exciting? Just because Thursday was 5, Friday was 4, yesterday was 3. I mean, today's 3. What is today? Yeah, well, you know what I'm saying. Countdown.
It's all right. It's been a long day already.
Yes.
But it's going to end on a high note for you, hopefully, as you come away with the championship trophy there. And that's a big, heavy trophy.
That's what Avery said. She's like, it's so heavy.
We talked beforehand about the opportunity that you had before you, and yesterday you broke an 0-4 streak.
We did.
Today you break an 0-4 streak once again. 4 trips prior, couldn't get it done, but today now the win, the championship. What does it mean then to make some new history for Ouachita?
All glory to God, man. All glory there. I mean, seriously, like, you know, a couple of weeks ago I was just honestly praying. I was like, Lord, like, I feel inadequate. I can't do anything without you. And 2 weeks later, here we are. Like, literally, you know. And so we were at our Bible study, and I was like, coaches, I don't feel like I'm doing anything right. And then I just trust the process, pray it up, and then here we are. So creating more history, thanking Coach Prescott for that as well, leaving me in good hands, thanking Coach Sharp for giving me the opportunity, Dr. Sells giving us the opportunity. But the girls, they did it. They bought in. They bought into everything. Days in, days off. Actually, we have a thankfulness pumpkin since it's been November. Yeah. So you should see our thankfulness pumpkin. It says things from Taco Bell to volleyball to days off to today. So just history in the making, just thankful for it.
All right, and you got great play all the way around, and it was a balance again, and Riley mentioned this too. Of course, we saw, you know, different players on Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
Friday's day was absolutely Kaylee's day.
Yep.
And then today, Riley was among those, and of course,
double-double.
a double-double for her, and I think every day is Courtney Hansen's day.
Oh, don't we all love a good Courtney Hansen? Yeah. Man, yeah. Coach Davis says it best. It takes everyone. It literally takes everyone. And we kind of talked about this earlier. Whatever your role is, you got to buy in, and your role changes day to day. Like you said, yesterday was Kaylee's day, and we needed her. The day before, Savannah's day, okay? And then today, look at our spread offense. 13 kills, 10 kills, 10 kills, 7 kills. Like, I mean, we run a spread offense. That's what we do best. So.
Absolutely. Brazil, Thedford, Gardner, and Fairchild along the way. Adams, too, with 5 more kills
absolutely.
on the day. So just to mention all those, Coach, we know the season's not over yet, so celebrate today.
Thank you.
Wherever it is that you wind up traveling to.
Thank you.
Enjoy the trip, safe trip, but
Thank
congratulations
you.
today.
Thank you so much. I think our first trip may be Whataburger, though. So
That's I like the sound of that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
All right, Coach Allison Frizzell Kaiser, champion today here in the Great American Conference. A successful season, but it really is capped off at this point as we start to wind things down on our broadcast. I wanted to talk about a few things, but I want to make sure I read these off really quickly and get this done, because these are the folks that take care of us. And Courtney, I know it's your first opportunity to work with us. Let me talk about our cameraman, Keith Brown, Chris Morgan, Jillian Baker. On audio, Aaron Garrett, Cassandra Thompson, Cassie. On graphics, Tamara Brown. On replay, Dallas Hall. The director's Taylor Gomez. That voice in my head that just keeps going off over and over again. Engineers and producers, of course, Matt Johnson, Mason Woolbright with M&M Production. But Jason Moyer, a blast from the past on hand today, and we appreciate him being an engineer and helping produce with all that. I say all those names with respect. I read them right now because as much as I have all these names in my head, I didn't want to miss a single one of them. And I want to say how thankful I am on the air. Sometimes we read them off quickly. Today, I just want to say I'm very, very thankful for all of them. They do such a fantastic job, and it means a lot to get to work with a great crew like them.
Absolutely, and I want to agree. This is my first time working with this crew and working with you, so I just want to say thank you to the crew and you for doing such a great job of helping me with this very first time going through this experience.
You did well, and I enjoyed getting to work with you on that. Your final thoughts then from the 2024 championship?
It was great to be back in Hot Springs and see some great volleyball.
Well, it was great volleyball at hand, so we are going to take this time, and we're going to wrap up here from Hot Springs, the Great American Conference. Its 14th volleyball tournament in conference tournament history, and we saw history again today. A fantastic day. Stats from today, as we mentioned, Ouachita with Brazil, the double-double, 13 and 10. Kaylee Thedford with 10 more kills today. Leah Gardner had 10 kills today. Haley Fairchild with 7. And Emily Adams had 5. Courtney Hansen had a pair of kills, but she was here today not just to keep from getting fined, but she had 41 assists and 18 digs, an ace along the way too. Harding led by J.C. Lambert today with 10 kills, and Megan Lacey 9 kills, nearly the double-double with 13 digs. Delaney Garner had 9 digs as well. We saw fantastic efforts all the way through. All 8 teams came to play, and 4 teams moved on. Then it was 2, and then there was 1. No doubt from the Ouachita Tigers. They were on fire all week long, and they lit it up on the court, coming away with their first Great American Conference Tournament Championship. Congratulations to the Ouachita Tigers, Great American Conference champs. So for the entire GAC Sports Network crew and Courtney Cunningham, I am Joey McWilliams. God bless you all. Thanks for watching this broadcast.